Hello and welcome to this guided sleep meditation for healing your inner child. Your inner child is the most precious part of you, the most precious aspect of the entire universe. In fact, the preciousness and innocence of a child is the essence of love itself, the essence of the all, the essence of source. It is from the innocence of a child that all things have emerged. In the words of Christ, truly I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. This is because the kingdom of heaven is the innocence of a little child in form. In this meditation, I ask that you surrender all that you believe you are, all that you believe the world is, and allow for a new, pure, fresh awareness of yourself and of all things. I ask that you open yourself up to the possibility of being reborn. Give yourself permission to stand out of the way and allow the pearl of your childlike heart to blossom into the whole, healed, playful, and ecstatically joyful being you truly are. Thank you for trusting me to take you on this healing journey. I honor you and your desire to be whole and healed. Please relax deeply and allow these words to carry you into a new dimensional space of deep and total healing and transformation. You will be able to drift off to sleep with the power of these words reverberating through you and healing you as you sleep. If you fall asleep before the journey is over, it's okay. The vibration of my words will continue their work on your subconscious. Please prepare yourself for sleep. Make sure you've done all you need to do, turning off your phone, setting an alarm for the morning if it's needed, so you can drift off peacefully. And just allow yourself to get into the most comfortable position that you can, and just release your body as deeply as possible. And let's begin. Feel the weight of your body on the surface. Feel the strength of the surface and of the ground holding you up. Feel the blankets wrapped around your body. Imagine that they're arms holding you so tight, so close. You feel so warm and so safe and so protected. Here you feel yourself like a little child, held with the arms of love. And here you notice a feeling, a sensation moving into the room. It's like invisible hands, like an invisible blanket holding you. It's like a cloud, and you notice that the color is green. And you notice it moving through the room and around your body, and then through your body, coming through your heart, opening your heart wider and wider. And you feel the softness and the soothing of this cloud as it moves through your whole body. Your heart feels held. Your shoulders are relaxed. The tops of your arms are released, and the bottoms of your arms and your hands and your neck and your throat and into your face. You feel your forehead relaxed and the muscles around your eyes. Feel your jaw relaxed, and the top of your head and the back of your head, and all the way down your back, and your stomach, and your pelvis, and your legs, and your calves, and your feet, like a warm, soft cloud that just is hugging every part of your body, every cell. You feel so safe, so relaxed that you drop into a deeper state of awareness. And here, as you drop in, you notice a path being lit up in front of you. The path is green. In fact, you notice the cloud making the path. And with the joy and innocence and excitement of a little child, you decide to walk along the path. And as you do, you notice that you're barefoot. And with each step, the path becomes softer and softer like moss under your feet. And you notice that you're beginning to walk into a forest, a tropical forest. It's filled with life. It's so green, tall green trees and vines and flowers. You can hear a waterfall in the distance. You continue walking along this path. And the main thing that you notice as you walk on this path is that you feel soothed. You feel safer and safer with each step. You notice in the distance some mountains, and you feel the sun, and you feel the sun's rays reaching through the trees and warming you. And you just begin to feel a deep silence, a stillness inside with each step. And there in the distance, you notice that there's a pyramid. It's a very large pyramid made all of stones. And you notice there are vines that are growing up around the pyramid. It's slightly overgrown. And you feel it calling you. And you continue on the path that this green cloud is making for you. And it's leading you straight toward this majestic, towering, ancient pyramid. And as you get closer, the stillness and the silence begins to increase inside of you. You feel yourself moving into deeper and deeper and deeper dimensions. Deeper and deeper silence and stillness, calm, knowingness. And as you approach the pyramid, you feel a kind of tingling, almost an awakeness coming over your body as you notice a door, a large stone door, ancient. And it has a large handle. And strangely, you notice a window. And when you look in the window of this large stone door, you realize it's not a window, but it's a mirror. And you see yourself, but you look different. You're ageless, you're timeless. You don't look like the person you remember. In fact, it's hard for you to really grasp what you see. It's as if you see yourself as all ages, through all time, all sexes, all colors. There's something about you that is timeless and like nothing that you could identify in this lifetime. And you open the door, and as you do, you walk into a dark space, and there are candles lit, and it feels slightly damp, and there's a bit of a heaviness. And you notice that in front of you stands another door. And you make your way to the next door. This one is also stone, slightly less overgrown. And you notice another mirror. So you look in this mirror, and you notice this time, because the room is dark except for the candlelight, that it's a little less easy to perceive yourself. But again, you feel the timelessness. You know that when you look in the mirror, you're not seeing the person that you've believed to be yourself before. So you open the door. And when you do, you notice a little bit of a breeze, slightly less damp. It's a little bit fresher. And once again, it's a dark room, not quite as dark as the other one. There's some more candles lit. But there's another door. So you open this door. And this door takes you into another room. And here I want you to use your own mind's eye, your own imagination, to look into this room and see what you see. you feel like magnetism, that you're being pulled further and further into this pyramid. And the feeling is so satisfying. It just feels right. And here you notice another door, and you open this door. And as you walk into this room, again, use your imagination to feel and see what this room is like. You notice the silence and the stillness growing even deeper with each door that you walk through. And here you see another door, and you open it, and you walk through. And this time, as you walk into the next room, you notice that there's an infinitude of doors. It's like a mirror within a mirror within a mirror within a mirror. And you open the next door, and then the next door, and then the next door. And it feels with each door like you're moving closer and closer to something so far tucked away, something so precious, something that's so precious that it was hidden away a long, long time ago. And you can feel that it's ready to be rediscovered, that it's calling you. So you go through the next door and the next door. And as you do, now you notice your heart beginning to open, a movement through your whole person. You feel somewhere on the verge of laughing and crying at the same time. You feel your eyes beginning to dampen with a little wetness, but you're not sad. It's just feeling. It's like a lot of feeling. And you open the next door, and the next door, and you begin to get the feeling that you're uncovering something so far hidden away. It feels ancient, somehow more ancient than time itself. And you continue going through the doors until you notice one door in front of you that's different from all the others. And this door has a different feeling about it. It feels so precious and so sacred that its full image has been concealed from you. It's almost ethereal, but you know you need to open it. So you reach for where the handle should be, and there is a handle there, though you can't perceive it. And you open this ethereal door, and you walk into the most precious and beautiful space you've ever been in. It's so beautiful, there aren't physical words or physical objects to describe it. It's more like a feeling. The feeling is like the feeling of a pearl. If a pearl could be a feeling, it's precious, beyond words, beyond comparison. And suddenly, the room begins to take form and your eyes begin to adjust and you begin to see just a little bit of what's within. And at first, before your eyes are able to make out what you see, it's your ears that begin to hear. And you hear a soft breathing. And then you hear a heartbeat. And then you hear what sounds like a little brook, a little stream. And if the stream had a voice, like little fairies laughing and talking. And then you begin to notice that those little voices are little beings that are laughing and singing. And you notice you're hearing a song. It's a lullaby. It's a lullaby that moves your soul like the creation of the universe. It's all-encompassing. It's soft and ethereal and precious, but it moves you like a mountain. And your whole soul begins to feel moved, changed. Emotion takes you over, but pleasant, precious, beautiful emotion. And you feel something in your hand. And you notice that this whole time you've been holding something. It's a little tiny fuzzy creature. I want you to feel what this creature is for you. It might be a little kitten, or it might be a bunny or a puppy. And you feel it so close, and your heart is exploding with love and sensitivity. And there's such a movement through you. Every particle of what you are longs to hold and tenderly embrace and love and cherish and treasure this beautiful, fuzzy and furry little creature. And as you hold that creature, you pull it close to your heart and you look into its eyes and you feel connected. And then you hold this little creature up to your heart and you feel it beating with your heart. Your two heartbeats is one. And then you feel this little creature become a part of you. And it moves inside of your heart and begins to beat as you. And that preciousness of that little creature is the preciousness that you feel as you. And as you absorb the innocence of this little creature, your eyes are finally opened. And here you notice a little child lying, sleeping in the middle of this room on a bed, the softest bed in the world, surrounded by flowers. And you notice this child's breathing. And you notice that you can hear the breath of this child. And it's so soft. And this child is deep asleep. And you can even hear their heartbeat. And you notice that it sounds like your heartbeat and the heartbeat of the little creature. And you instinctively know that you want to lie next to this child and bring your heartbeats into deeper unison. You lie down next to this child and you feel your heartbeats merge. And you begin to drift off. And as you drift off to sleep, you notice that you're dreaming. And you notice that it's not your dream, but the child's dream. And your dreams become one. And you find yourself in a beautiful forest with aspen trees and snow-capped mountains and a field of wildflowers. And you see bunnies. And you see little creatures and little animals. You see deer. You see bears. You even see a jaguar. You see some wolves and squirrels. And then you notice this precious little child playing with all of these animals. And suddenly you realize that this child is you. This is you when you were around 3 years old. And this little child is running through the long grasses, chasing a big bear that's laughing. And you notice that the bear turns around and the little child runs into the bear's arms, and the bear holds this child, you, and you laugh and you feel so safe. You've never felt so much fun in your life. You notice that not only are these animals here, but there's also little fairies and all these little beings that you can't even see, and they're all playing together. You notice a little family of deer coming out from the woods and their big doe eyes, so precious. And you, your little child, leaves the bear with a big hug and goes over to the deer and nuzzles up together with the deer. And the deer lie down, and you notice yourself lying down with the deer and running your fingers through its fur, whispering in its ears. And then you see yourself getting up and twirling around and dancing, and all of the little fairies and all of the little creatures in the air dancing and moving with you. And you notice the wind, the breeze coming in from the mountain. And this breeze is different from any breeze you've seen before because it's alive and it's dancing and moving with you, your little child. You notice a little afternoon shower coming from the sky, and these raindrops, they're not like normal raindrops, but as they touch your skin, they make you feel alive and they dance with you, and you realize they're not just an inanimate raindrop, but they're alive. And you see the grasses dancing with the breeze, and you see the flowers opening and playing with the sunlight, and you notice that everything is alive and everything is precious and happy and joyful and together. And there's a kind of cosmic dance with this little child, you, and all of the animals, and the mountain and the trees and the flowers and the clouds and the sky and the sun, the grasses. And you feel yourself enraptured in the most wonderful feelings of joy that you've ever felt before. And then you tune your ears and you notice that this whole time, not only were you seeing, but you were hearing, and you were part of a whole movement of sound. You realize that all of this movement was a sound, as well as a sight, as well as a feeling. You even notice it has a taste. It tastes like a fresh, crisp apple, crunchy and sweet and delicious. Every part of your being is in ecstatic bliss as you dance and move with this child, and with the bears, and with the deer, and with the breeze. And this is the most beautiful dream you've ever had. And here the little child now notices you, and with the biggest, warmest smile on their face, they call you to follow them. And you follow them, and they take you to the sound of a brook, of a stream. And when you get to the stream, you notice the water doesn't look like water you've ever seen before. It's glistening. It's prismatic. It's all different colors. And there on the side is a little raft. And your little self invites you to get in the raft with them. And you do. And as you get in to this little raft, you let the water take you away, and you begin a journey down this stream. You feel like every cell of your whole body is smiling, like every particle that makes up everything that you are is in enraptured joy. Everything is smiling, your eyes, and the little child, your little child, is smiling and laughing too. Your little child is a little bit mischievous, and you can tell that they have a little plan for you. You continue down the stream until it washes up on the shore of a great stone building that looks like an ancient cathedral. You notice that it has stained glass windows all the way through, and it looks ancient like the pyramid. And the little child beckons you to follow as you walk into this cathedral. You open another stone door, but this one has a window also, but the window is all stained glass. And as you open the door, you notice that the sunlight is flooding through all of the stained glass, and the entire cathedral is filled with prismatic colors from the stained glass. And here, as you walk in, you notice your mother and your father and your siblings and your cousins and your aunts and your uncles and your neighbors and your teachers and your coaches and your friends and all the people that you ever knew in your whole childhood are here. And when you see all of these faces, at first you feel a little bit afraid, because you remember the way that some of them were to you. And you look at your little child and you say, I don't know that we want to be here. And the child says, trust me, it's going to be okay. And so you walk in a little further. And here you catch the glimpse of your mother's eyes. And at first, when you look in her eyes, you feel pain because you feel so much hurt. You remember being criticized, disrespected, shamed. But as you look in her eyes, the softness and the love of her eyes begins to melt those feelings, and she extends her heart and her hands to you, says, I'm so sorry. I just didn't know. You didn't deserve to be treated the way I treated you. You came out of my body, and I love you and I treasure you as myself and beyond. You are precious. And here you feel a full healing. She extends her heart to you, her true heart, and you know that that's the truth of who she is, and those are her true feelings. And you forgive her. And in that moment, you know that everybody is doing the best they can from where they're at. And you know that in your heart and in your soul and in the depths of what we all are, we are this sweet and this good and this loving. You forgive her. You feel her heartbeat, and you feel yours, and they begin to beat in sync as one heart. And you love her as yourself, and there is full healing. And in that moment, you notice your father's gaze, and you turn toward your father and you look in his eyes, and you feel from him so much love. And he says to you, I am so sorry that I wasn't able to respect you the way you deserve to be respected. I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And you know and you feel the truth in his words. And you hear his heartbeat, and you hear your own, and they begin to beat as one. And there is perfect healing, perfect forgiveness, And once again, you remember and you know we are all doing the best we can from where we're at. And you forgive him. And as you look around, you begin to make eye contact with your siblings, with your friends, with all the people through your life that you've journeyed with. And you feel a wave of love in your awareness that everybody's doing the best they can from where they are. And you hear their heartbeats and you hear your own, and they all begin to beat together as one. And here there is total and complete healing, forgiveness, merging together in the one heart that we all share. You feel a wave of emotion, and the emotion is somewhere between joy and ecstasy and tenderness. And you wish that you had arms big enough to hold and bring every one of those people close to you, just like the little creature. And in your imagination, you extend your arms out and you hold every one of them, and they hold you in the biggest embrace that you've ever experienced. And all of the hearts beat as one. And here we're going to absorb all of these feelings, the truth of love, the truth of the feelings of the beings in your life, the truth of their love for you, the truth of the preciousness of your soul. Here you feel yourself as that pearl of great price, the hidden pearl, the child. And you feel the love of the entire universe and all of the innocence and preciousness of everyone you've ever known and of the entire universe, all beating as one heart. And just for a minute or two, we're just going to be in this place and we're going to feel this heart, this love, this oneness. You may even hear a song as it is all one, the music, the feeling. In this silence, allow yourself to absorb it in as deeply as possible and to hear these words and feel these words. I am healed. I am whole. We are all of the shared heart. I love you all. I am you all. We are all one. My precious, my beautiful, sacred loves. And as you continue in this embrace, you hear a soothing, soft voice, a precious voice that sounds almost like laughter, that says, my precious, you are healed. Be healed. And then the voice grows stronger and louder and says, I am healed. I am whole. I am love. I abide with all beings in our shared heart of love. And in that moment, all of the beings within this heart transform. And in that moment, the fullness and the wholeness of this vision shifts, and in front of you is a stairway. A tall stairway of 22 steps. And at the top of the stairway, it looks like there may be one last door. So you begin to ascend the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and now you're stepping and reaching for the last step, 22. And as you do, you notice now a door, a more modern looking door in front of you, and you feel an undeniable calling to open it. And as you open the door, you step out onto a precipice that you realize is the top of the pyramid. You can see out through the expanse of the earth into what feels like forever and ever. Your higher self, your true self, the person you are today in your here and now, standing on the top of the pyramid, looking around at your whole life. Here you see all the aspects of yourself, the highs, the lows, when you're young, when you're old. You see all your lifetimes, you see all your thoughts, you see all your concerns, you see your desires, your joys. You see the most beautiful and complex and prismatic, majestic and beautiful landscape that you've ever imagined. And as you look around, you know it's all you. You see your memories, you see your desires, you see your hopes and dreams, you see your visions, you see what you longed for but didn't think was possible. You see all the people that you've ever loved, you see all the people that you've ever hurt, you see all the people that have ever loved you and have ever hurt you. You see every situation you've ever been in, every place you've ever lived, every conversation you've ever had, every dream you ever had, every moment of laughter, every moment of tears, every intimate moment, everyone you've loved, everything, all of it is all here as you look around. And you realize that you are the mind, you are the heart at the center of all that you are. And here you feel your heart beating with the entire universe, one heart beating. And here you realize that all of you and all that there ever was and ever will be is all within this heart of shared love, the heart that we all share. And here you close your eyes and you feel yourself rooted deep down all the way through the pyramid and into the earth. And you feel yourself extended up all the way into the sky. And you feel your awareness reaching all the way out through your entire life and beyond. And here you feel yourself reaching out to all the beings that you've ever known, to your family, to your whole life that you've ever lived, and all the lives you've ever lived, and reaching further into all the people you've ever known, and reaching further into the whole earth and all the creatures of the earth, and reaching further out into the entire solar system and galaxy, universe, and multiverse. And here you only hear one heartbeat, and you beat as it. And here you receive these words and you make them your own. I am whole. I am healed. I am the little child at the center of all things. I hold myself. I hold the pearl of my heart as the most precious thing in all of existence. I honor myself. I trust myself. And here in my higher self, in my adult, matured, healed, and whole self, I will be my little child. I will play. I will be free. My heart will dance. Light and love move through me as me. I will be only love. I am only love. I will be this heartbeat to continually be the whole and healed self that I am, and I will extend that out to the entire world until we all are aware, till all beings are aware that we are one heartbeat, that we are one breath, and that we abide in one heart, in one breath together. And as you feel these words, you begin to feel this vision becoming so real that it subsumes your whole being, and you feel yourself back in your bed again. And before you drift off to sleep, you feel these words. This sacred space that I am, that I became aware of in my meditation tonight, will forever be in my awareness as I live from this moment forward, whole, healed, free, sovereign, merged as one with the heartbeat of the whole universe. I am now and forever whole, healed, playful, light, and ecstatically joyful. I thank you, my sweet inner child, for guiding me to the place of my greatest joy. Let us be merged as one forever. I will listen to you when you tell me that you're sad. I will feel the preciousness of you when I become bitter or angry or forgetful of you. In all of those moments that I might want to leave the preciousness of you, I give you permission to remind me that you're there and that you are what's real. I love you, my precious, beautiful heart, the beautiful pearl that is the child inside of me, that is the truth of who I am. I love you forever and ever. I intend to sleep deeply in the dreams I intend to sleep deeply in our shared dream together, in our shared heart together. And when I wake up in the morning, and every morning, we will live and dance and breathe and play and enjoy this ecstatically beautiful life together as one. Aho. And good night to you, my beautiful friends, and sweet dreams.